Hey, what's up, guys? This is George Shamoun. I want to welcome you to this live stream where I'm going to discuss the basics of WordPress. As you saw the thumbnail, it's about WordPress, and I'm going to explain it and just turn off my phone to make sure I can hear my audio. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some 7 points. I have some bullet points here, and then I'm gonna be switching back and forth between my webcam and the computer screen because I have to show you some statistics and some applications on the screen. I've been using my cell phone, and I'm not able to show you any screens. So the first one, the first bullet point I have to go over is what is WordPress and what is it used for. The second one is, do people still use WordPress? And I'm gonna show you the market share of WordPress. This way you know if people are still using it or not. Because some people think it's old technology, but it's not. It's still used in the present a lot. The third point, I'm gonna go over the lamp stack. The lamp stack is kind of advanced topic. It's not needed for beginners or somebody who's starting to use WordPress and he's not into programming and web development. But because WordPress is based on four components, I have to go through those components just to mention those components. And the fourth one is the ease of use. Is it easy to use or not? And there are different methods of using WordPress. You can use it on a server in a web hosting on the internet, and you can use it in a local machine or your local computer at home. I'm gonna go over the difference between both scenarios. Uh, then the fifth point is it free like everybody is saying? And what are themes, and are they free or paid? I mean, there are free and paid themes, so we'll go over the basics. And the sixth point is I'm gonna go over the plugins of WordPress. What are plugins, and are they free? Are they paid? And what do they use? What are they used for? And at last, the seventh point, I'm gonna go over if you know HTML and CSS and some JavaScript, does it help you in editing and making changes to your WordPress site on the pages? But that's not necessary, but I'll go over it. So, okay, let's start in a beginning. So, what is WordPress? WordPress is a content management system, CMS. It's one of the content management systems, and it's used to build websites and the blogs. They used to use it for blogs long time ago, but it evolved, and now you can use it for building a blog with a website. So that's what, and you don't have to be a programmer, and anybody can use it and learn it. Once you access your dashboard, you can start building your own website. So the second point is, do people still use it? Because some people think WordPress is old technology, and they think nobody is using it now. So I'm gonna go over the internet now and show you some statistics about WordPress. And the website I'm gonna visit is W3 Tech. And this website, w3text.com, it will give you ideas about statistics about the web technology statistics, like now it's saying. And so let's look at WordPress here. So if you look at the web servers, actually content management, it should be here. So if we click on content management, and if you look on the top of the statistics, WordPress is the most prevalent one. It's used 43% of, let's see, what's the gray line, the legend here. Okay, so the gray line, absolute usage percentage, and then the market share. And I don't know the difference, but just that will give you an example of the relative numbers, how big it is. So if you look on the top, it says 43%, then it says 62.8%. So the market share of WordPress is biggest among all website builders and content management systems. So if you look at Shopify, Wix, Squarespace, and those are very famous, and they're only like 4 or 6, 2 or 3%. And we're talking about the whole internet, the whole websites that the statistics was applied to. And if you go all the way down, Drupal is another content management system, but it's not as prevalent as WordPress. And you can go to this website here, w3tex.com, and it will give you an idea about a lot of technology you want to know. If you want to know about the client server languages, if you want to know about the client server side, if you want to know about the CSS web servers, these are for people who like to learn programming or aware of programming languages. And if you look at the web hosting, let's see the web hosting. What does it say? So, and look at this. Like WordPress is here. It's got a lot of market share. And look at the rest. Shopify, Wix, and the others, they're smaller. So that's an idea about the market share, and this will give you a great idea about how much WordPress is prevalent. And it says the web technology of the year 2023, and this is as of January 2nd, 2024. It's not in all the statistics, it's recent. So with this out of the way, let's get to point number 3, which is the LAMP stack. Okay, so this is not important, and you don't have to know about it if you want to use WordPress, but it's important to know because WordPress is based on the stack. So what is a stack? A stack is it's a 4 component. In the case of WordPress, it's a 4 component that have to exist together, and then WordPress will be installed on the top so you can use it. And it's called the LAMP stack, LAMP. The lamp, it means first the word L, it means Linux. So basically, to have WordPress working, you have to have a Linux server, and then you have to have the A. The A is the Apache server, which is the operating system of a web server. And then you can have M, which is the MySQL, which is a database. And then you have to have a PHP. The P stands for PHP, which is a scripting language. So basically, for WordPress to work, you have to have this stack where you have a Linux server, and then you have to have a web server installed in that Linux server, which is the Apache. The Apache is one of the operating system of a web server. Then you can have a database. The database, in this case, it's MySQL. And the database, because it's going to hold the information about a lot of about WordPress and the content that you're adding to it. And then you have a P. P stands for PHP. PHP is a scripting language that exists between the database and your website and your web browser. So basically, when you're interacting with a web server and you're looking at your browser, you're gonna be looking at information. This information is being retrieved from a database, and the database, you need a scripting language like PHP, like Python, like JavaScript, Node.js, to work with the database to retrieve the information. So that's the LAMP stack, and you don't have to know this. This is very kind of advanced in the LAMP stack. And also, I want you to know that you can install WordPress on a Windows server. Then it's gonna be WAMP. I think they call it the WAMP stack: Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And you can install it on on a on a Mac server, but I don't. I'm usually used to talking about Linux servers, so I'm gonna stick to Linux, and that's the majority of the web servers. So if we look here, I'm gonna look at the web servers to the operating system. So if we look at web servers here, and we click on it, it's gonna give you another statistics which shows here Nginx. Okay, so no, actually, that's for the web server operating system, which is Nginx Apache. That's what I was talking about, Apache. Let's go to the operating system of the servers. So if you go to the operating systems, and then if you look here, it says 84% of the operating system of servers, of web servers, are running Unix. Unix is very similar to Linux. And even though they tell you Linux is totally different from Unix, I think they have a lot of similarity because they use similar programming languages. And if you look at the Windows here, the Windows server are 16% only. They're not that much, you know. So let's see. Screen is lagging. Hey, Ali Gamer. Okay, so I'm getting a message that my screen is lagging. Yeah, your camera is frozen. Uh, yeah, is it still lagging? I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I think the internet connection maybe. So, okay, so is it still lagging or frozen? Yeah, there is a delay, obviously, there is a delay. Okay, so the fourth point I'm gonna go with is the ease of use of WordPress. So uh, you have the choice of using WordPress on your local machine, and you have the choice of using it on a web server. And if you want to install it on your local machine, it's gonna be very difficult because you need to have some skills using Linux and how install Linux on your local computer, and how to install a PHP, how to install MySQL on your local machine, and how to install the Apache server. So you have four components you have to deal with when you add it to local machine. This is why I recommend using it with a web server, web hosting company, and this is what I use. And this is the case if you are trying to build a website or you want to make your own website. So and because I went over the LAMP stack before, Linux, Apache, MySQL, and the PHP. This LAMP stack is already installed. If you get your a web hosting with a company like Hostinger, the one I use, or other companies, web hosting companies on the internet to host your website. But you don't have to do that unless you intend to make your own website. So now the fifth point is WordPress free or not? WordPress is free, and they have a lot of free themes. The theme is a design that you install on your WordPress machine, and you can start using it. Basically, you don't have to start from scratch. And so what happened? There are some paid themes, and the paid themes are much better quality, and they're maintained more than a free theme, and they have more options. But the themes, you'll know about them when you start using WordPress. And there's another beside the theme item I want to discuss is the plugins. So plugins are a piece of codes of software that you can install with your WordPress machines, and it will improve the functionality. It adds some functions to your website when you when you have WordPress installed. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over does HTML and CSS and JavaScript, some knowledge of it, does it help? Uh, it helps if you want to do some editing to your web page, but usually I prefer not to change it until you are very advanced. So, okay, so now I'm gonna show you my website and how you can use WordPress. So, if you go to Hostinger, this is my website. Hostinger here. So this is okay. So this is my website, and I host it with Hostinger web hosting. And if you wanna make a website and use WordPress, Hostinger is a good hosting company. I mean, there are a lot of them, but this is the one I use, so I'm gonna recommend it. And I joined their affiliate program. So if you're interested in making a website and you wanna join, you go through my affiliate program, and I can help you set up your website like this one. So what I'm gonna log in into my Hostinger control panel and show you how easy it is if you want to build a WordPress website. So let's go to my control panel. So you just go to hostinger.com if you have an account, and then you log in here. Log in. Okay, so what's gonna happen? I'm gonna receive a code that I have to enter. This is a two-factor authentication, so I gotta get the code from my email. Okay, so this is my code. I have to enter it to log into my control panel. My system is very slow, it looks like. Wow. Look at my email, it's not on. Okay, so this is my code here. Two-factor authentication. Okay, so I logged in my Hostinger web hosting account now, and I want to show you how easy it is. So if you go to hosting here, websites, go to websites. I already have my website, it's right here, edit website, and it says if you want to add a website, you just have to add, you don't have to know programming, and then it says WordPress here. So you click on WordPress, and then it says start now. create a new website, and then you choose which one you want. It says here you can use WordPress or you can use host